This week, a few people have asked me, should they reset their Morgan and start leveling up their Gawain or their Bedivere? Absolutely not. This game should be named Queen Morgan Legends Rise because she is really the focal point of everything you're going to do. In the beginning, you want her. In the end, you want her. Going through the Forbidden Dungeon, you're going to put up these debuffs on the enemy. And the way to do this is to make her the fastest, give her enough accuracy. She'll apply 80% additional damage taken, 40% additional damage taken, and 40% less defense. Then your DPS flies in and takes down whatever you're fighting. If you're having problems in the Forbidden Dungeon, Morgan DPS. If you're having problems going up against a boss, Morgan DPS. This is what makes the game. This is what makes you progress, and this is what all the in-game team comps are, and I'm going to show you those in just a second. Right now, I'm going through Bear 9. The whole entire reason I can do this is because I'm getting this debuff up over and over. I'm able to do 80% additional damage to this bear most of the time, and get that decreased defense up, which really helps out. I want to show you exactly what's happening with her, and I want you to invest everything you have into her. This game is kind of balanced around her. I don't know how they're going to bring out future content without taking her into consideration. You have to think about, okay, if they have Morgan and they're going to do all this additional damage, how do we balance that? It's kind of, I don't think it's good for this game. I don't think it's good for future proofing because I don't want to see Morgan in every single team I play. But for now, you got to. This is the way to do it. And if you have Morgan, you're going to have her as Fire Morgan. So I'm going to switch over to Fire Relic, and you're going to be doing her skill 3. So you want her in her Vigor set with accuracy. We've got to land these debuffs. 40% additional damage taken. We can stack this over and over, right? We can do 2 debuff stacks. We can do 2 buff stacks on our heroes. So 2 of these with 40% additional damage taken is strong on its own. But what's really strong with her is this passive. This passive, if you don't have her Chivalry 3, will only go off when she does her skill 1, which is completely fine. If you don't have Chivalry 3, we'll work toward getting that because we're going to put everything we've got into making her stronger. So all you would do then is have Morgan as your fastest. She's got enough accuracy, effect accuracy. She comes in, does her skill 1 on a target. Say you're going through Forbidden Dungeon, you're trying to fight a spider boss and you can't beat that because you're not doing enough damage. She goes first, puts 80% additional damage taken, 40% less defense, and then your DPS flies in after that, and it's going to die. It's going to die much quicker than you taking all those abnormal status effects and getting brainwashed, feared, stunned, all that craziness, because you're able to come in there and take control. And this is why whenever I do those videos and you guys see me do a lot of damage, you always see Morgan there. She's always putting up these debuffs. When you're saying, oh, Stew's Bond's doing crazy damage, he's doing more damage than my other heroes. But when you see those big numbers, it's because there is a Morgan debuff up. When you see me almost one-shot the boar, it's all because of this lady right here. Now, if you get her Chivalry 3, you don't have to worry about what skill you use. It turns this passive into any skill used. We'll put these debuffs up. So then you can come in, do her skill 3 on her Fire Relic, get that 40% additional damage taken, 80% from this, and then the decreased defense. And then you're really hitting at max potential with her. And all the in-game teams have her because that's how you take down the bosses quickly. That's how you get through those first wave of dragons so they don't kill you, you kill them. Then you take down the legs or whatever else, or you go straight for the boss once you're strong enough. It's all based around having Morgan, which is pretty wild. Again, I'm not a big fan of that, and I hope it kind of equals out later on, but there's nobody else that can do what she does. I do want you to focus on these passive abilities like I've done. The first one's not important. The third one is very important. Get this cooldown down so you can have this happen every 3 turns. You're going to get these debuffs. And if you're running through story hard, you're getting tons of these passive fragments. So come in here and get these passives leveled up as much as possible. I'm going to show you a Morgan guide on my Discord. Come and join us. Discord is down below. Discord has actually notified me that too many people were joining and they thought it was like a bot attack. So come and join us anyways. We're getting a lot of people joining us and everybody can help you out. There's all sorts of bosses, tier lists, free to play progress, every single boss you can imagine, the Forbidden Dungeon, video ideas, 14 clans, along with looking for clan tab here. And just 2 days ago, I started adding every single hero. So what you do is you come in here and talk in this channel. So if you wanted to talk about a hero, you start having a conversation on how you're gearing them, where you're using them, and why they're so good. And what I'll do is I'll take that information, and under the red dots, those are locked. Those are where I'm going to take all your information and make it into a guide. And this one talks about Morgan, what she can do, all the debuffs that we just talked about, why she's so effective, all the dungeons she's perfect to have in on your 4-man team, what sets to use with her. And then now I'm trying to put as much other information as you guys send me. If you do a run and you have the gear sets for this and you have maybe stats for it, I'll put all that in here. That way it's all in one place and we'll know where to go look for these heroes. If I want to see what do I do for my Morgan, what do I do for these in-game teams, it will be here. And of course, right now, it's, all the legendary teams. Later on, it won't be just all legendaries. Like this one has an uncommon, and we'll showcase this team very soon because Alan is a monster for Targ. Like, works out better than Claudus, a legendary for this hero. If you're interested in writing these guides, come and help me out with this. Talk about these heroes down below. We're going to open up all the rares and uncommons. It's going to be kind of quite busy. This top area is what I'm used to seeing all the time, but at least it's way down low. Like every hero will be down here, and you don't have to go down there if you want to, but I think it's going to be a great resource for any hero you have questions, and then you'll be able to see where they're being used, what gear they're being used, all that kind of stuff. You won't even have to worry about looking at a lot of videos. Please keep watching mine. I appreciate that, and everybody else who's covering King Arthur, but you'll be able to easily come in here and see all the information that you need for that hero. I think it's great. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate your time, your love, your support. I will see you all in a video soon.